On the northern shores of Lake Geneva, where mountains rise like silent guardians and water moves with slow, ancient grace, lies a place many travelers never truly understand. A place where Switzerland reveals one of its most peaceful, cinematic, and emotionally rich landscapes. This is Vevey, and just beyond its calm horizon sits Vidy, a lakeside world shaped by history, art, and the eternal rhythm of nature. Here, the Alps are not fierce or violent, they are gentle, quiet, watching the lake with a timeless patience. Light travels differently in Vevey, softer in the morning, like a whisper, golden during sunset, turning Lake Geneva into a sheet of liquid glass. For centuries, this peaceful town has been a refuge for artists, dreamers, explorers, and anyone seeking something deeper than ordinary life. Vevey may look small, but its soul is enormous. This is the birthplace of the world-famous food company Nestlé. This is the town where legendary filmmaker Charlie Chaplin lived his final decades, walking along the lakeshore, finding silent inspiration in the mountains reflected on the water. And this is the place where Swiss culture, French charm, and the raw beauty of nature blend into something unforgettable. The story of Vevey begins long before modern Switzerland existed. Ancient Romans once traveled these shores, traders carried goods across the lake, and medieval settlers built small wooden homes along the water, never imagining that one day this quiet fishing village would become one of the most serene destinations in Europe. As you walk through Vevey today, you notice something unusual. Life moves slowly here, not out of laziness, but out of respect. Respect for the mountains, respect for time, respect for the water that has shaped this region for thousands of years. The lake is the heart of Vevey. Every sunrise begins with the sound of gentle waves kissing the shore. Every sunset ends with a reflection so perfect it looks like a doorway to another world. And for travelers, that moment, when the sky turns orange and the mountains fade into blue silhouettes, is often the moment they fall in love with Vevey forever. Just down the shoreline, the calm waters lead you to Vidy, a place where Lausanne opens its arms to the lake. Vidy is different, more open, more wild, more free. It is where nature, history, and human creativity live together in harmony. Here, ancient Roman ruins rest quietly in the grass, reminders of a civilization that once controlled half the known world. Not far away, modern architecture rises toward the sky, representing the future of Lausanne. And everywhere, the lake. Always the lake. Vidy is a place for wanderers. Cyclists roll along the waterfront, joggers glide beneath the tall trees, families gather on the lush green fields, and travelers sit by the shoreline simply watching time slow down. But Vidy holds a secret, a connection to the Olympic spirit. Lausanne is the Olympic capital of the world, and Vidy is home to the headquarters of the International Olympic Committee. From here, decisions are made that influence athletes, nations, and global sporting history. A peaceful lakeside area with the power to move the world. Yet, despite all the buildings and history, Vidy never loses its calm. The sound of birds, the distant rhythm of water splashing against boats, the cool, gentle wind moving through the trees, it creates a peaceful soundtrack unlike anywhere else in Switzerland. Together, Vevey and Vidy form two halves of the same story, one deeply cultural, one deeply natural, one shaped by art and humanity, the other shaped by movement, energy, and the quiet force of the lake. Still, both share something powerful, a sense of timelessness. In Vevey, you walk along the promenade and feel the presence of Charlie Chaplin, a man who understood human emotion better than anyone of his time. He chose Vevey not for fame, but for peace, for stillness, for a life lived in harmony with nature. Today, his presence lives on in the Chaplin's World Museum, where visitors from around the globe come to feel the magic of cinema and the heart of a legend. In Vidy, you stand on the shoreline and feel the weight of history, the footsteps of Romans, the spirit of Olympians, the voice of nature speaking softly across the water. But perhaps the most powerful moment in Vevey or Vidy is the same. A moment at the edge of Lake Geneva, when you stand facing the horizon and everything becomes silent. The water, the mountains, the clouds drifting slowly above, and your own heartbeat matching the rhythm of the lake. This is where travelers find something they were not searching for: clarity, calm, a deeper awareness of the beauty of simple existence. Switzerland is full of iconic destinations: Zermatt, Interlaken, Lucerne. But Vevey and Vidy offer something different, something more intimate. Not just dramatic mountains, but emotional landscapes. Not just scenery, but stories. Not just beauty, but meaning. These shores have witnessed centuries, empires rising and falling, legends passing through, generations living their lives beside the water. And still, today, the lake continues its slow, eternal dance, unchanged, unhurried, unforgettable. This is the magic of Vevey. This is the soul of Vidy. This is the world of Lake Geneva, where time slows, nature speaks, and every visitor leaves with a story written in their heart. Thank you for joining this cinematic journey across Switzerland's silent shores. Until next time, keep exploring and keep listening to the places where the world whispers its greatest secrets.